All right. Video. All right. Video I want to talk to you guys about today is like how addiction is basically passive-aggressive suicide, if you really think about it. We all know about an older person drinking themselves to death. We all know about overdoses. We all know about people basically giving up on life. But what we don't know about is how that process begins, because it's a long process. Someone just doesn't say, very rarely it happens, but it's very rare that someone overdoses or gets to the point of drinking maybe a gallon of vodka a day, the first week they use. No, it's a very long process that takes a good bit of time to handle. And it all starts with my prior video, because they're all connected, is you first lie to yourself, and by lying to yourself, you basically kill off your soul, and then you ruin your mental health. Because when you think of yourself as a good person, maybe, you think of yourself as an honest person, and then you tell yourself, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to use, I'm not going to do anything today, I'm going to be straight today. And then you do it anyway, it destroys you from the inside out. And then it leads to the physical aspects of it, because you can't cope with the mental and spiritual and energetic complications of that decisions that you made over the course of a long period of time of continuing to lie to yourself. Because every time you pick up that drink when you don't want to, basically just takes, I would consider it's just energetic karma taking away from the time you have on this earth. It literally just, every drink you take is closer to death. Anything you snort is closer to death. Anything you anything you do that you don't want to do, and you do it anyway, is just closer to death, because it destroys you. You're breaking promises to yourself, and when you break promises to yourself, you just begin to hate everything about yourself, because you're a fraud. It's true. There's a reason why you feel that way. It's because you are a fraud, and there's a reason why your brain works that way. But the energetic, the universe, it doesn't play around with people who don't want to be here. If you're not an alcoholic or an addict or something like that, and you joke around and shit and be or even in your own self-talk, you joke around and be like, oh, I'm not going to be here next year or something like that, you better watch out, man. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, does not play around with that shit. It doesn't want people here who don't want to be here. If you put that energy out there, it might end up good for you. For example, I think everyone knows about Mac Miller. I went to school in Pittsburgh. In his songs, he would put that out there. He would be like, oh, I think one lyric was and this is my last song without me, bury me in Allegheny County. Don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm trying not to join the 27 Club. If you put that energy out there, I mean, look, unfortunately, what happened to that brother. Good soul, good guy, by all means, but it's almost like he wanted what was coming to him. And the universe don't mess around with that shit. It only gives you a couple of chances to fix that before it takes it. Same with that TikTok dude. I forget what his name is, but I think he tweeted out I feel like I'm gonna die young. Universe don't mess around with that shit. It don't. It's super sad, but I mean, that's why it's good. I feel like this is a good message to tell y'all. Any time that you drink, anytime that you use, anytime that you engage in something that you don't want to engage in, it's just killing you slowly. And it's this passive aggressive thing, because deep down inside you don't want to, but your actions say differently. Your demeanor says differently. It's dealing with it's literally a passive aggressive demon almost. It's You know, I was talking about that demon that don't stop, that's constantly at war with your good self. It's like that little demon's cousin, dog. It's like that passive aggressive cousin, dog. He's just like egging you on to get to his big bro or something like that. I don't know. You get what I mean. But you don't, anytime, especially over the course of a long period of time, like older folks, that's why you see people who literally like drink themselves to death, is because like maybe something started that they didn't like 20 years ago and they don't address it, and they just makes them bitter, and they just prolong it, and then you realize like, yo, this person doesn't even want to live. Like, you ever look at someone who's like really addicted or something, someone who's gone. Like, I know multiple people who are gone, yo. They're gone. They don't want to live on this earth anymore. And they just passive aggressively like, oh, like, I'll have a fifth of whiskey tonight, you know? Oh, I'll drink all day, like, you know what I mean? You obviously don't, if you're drinking all day, if you have a fifth of whiskey a day, like, you obviously don't want to live anymore. But you're not gonna like say it out. You're not gonna like kill yourself. It's killing yourself, but it's not really killing yourself. That's why I'm saying it's passive aggressive suicide. You know what I mean? Like, I think we all can, maybe you don't know, maybe you do, like someone who something didn't go well for them in life. They've fell on some like tough times or something like that. They just gave up. You know, they just gave up. They just packed it in, and it's like, you can obviously tell like they're not happy and they don't want to be here, or like they don't want to be in a situation, but they just like prolong misery. You know what I mean? And that's why I say it's like passive aggressive suicide, because it's like you're not like outright like killing yourself, but I mean, if you're drinking a fifth of whiskey, if you're popping like 20 milligrams of Vikes, 20 milligrams of Perks, and you're getting it from a dealer, like, dude, you're just playing Russian roulette at this point. Like, you obviously don't want to be here, but you're not like outrightly like saying like, I'm depressed or I want to kill myself. You know what I mean? And I think that's a really dangerous aspect of it, because people might not realize, like, a friend or a family or a loved one, they might realize they have a drug addiction, but they don't realize like they're literally killing themselves. Like, they are killing themselves. And that's why it's super important for you to guys nip that in the bud if you can. But like I said, I'm gonna get into another video about this, but only that person who is like inactive, the only person that you can get sober is yourself. There's no amount of family, there's no amount of money, there's no amount of influence that you can have to get someone sober. It's sad as fuck. Like, but you have to relinquish that control and just give it up and be honest and be like, yo, I did the best I could to this loved one, this specific loved one. But yeah, you have to kind of give up control in that aspect, and it's super sad. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. Sorry about the video quality. My laptop is completely gone. Rest in peace. 10 years. It lasted 10 years, so I gotta figure out how to finance a new laptop so I can actually like do videos on my real camera. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring today. Keep a nice little video, and next week I got a really cool video. Next week, I'm gonna put in my bio, I'm gonna do videos every weekend, like at least one sober video every weekend. And then I was thinking about it. I want to do, there's a really cool video next week I have an idea for. It'll be kind of like a surprise. And then I eventually, if I get I don't need, like, obviously making videos of sobriety, like, I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to like be a fucking influencer, you know what I mean? Like, this is gonna be for the people who need it, you know? It's not a sexy way of putting yourself out there, but I feel like it's an underrated thing of, I think a lot of people need help, and I think a lot of people can relate. And you know what? If I build if I can help like one person that's chilling. So I want to do eventually, if I could get maybe enough, I'm going to put this out there in the universe, like enough, maybe like a following or something like that. I was thinking maybe instead of doing these videos on Saturday morning, on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings, I could do like Twitch streams for people who were like, like they're waking up hungover, they have no idea what happened the night before, and maybe they've been struggling with it for a while, and they can call into the Twitch stream and I can try to help them out, you know what I mean? Like talk them off the ledge, because I've been there. You know, waking up on Sunday with that, you can't even speak. Your literally head is on the floor. You got work tomorrow. You have no idea what happened last night. And you are literally on the ledge right now. Like, you're on the ledge, and you told yourself for the last month you're not going to drink anymore. Like, there's probably people out there that are in that situation, and maybe I could help them out, talk them off the ledge, and give them a little game plan and a little hope to try to save them. You know what I mean? So that's it for the day. Yeah. That bull out. I got my Wawa shirt on. You know what it is, baby. Goofy. That was a sick video.